In addition to all of the selection tools we've been using, Illustrator also has a select menu that allows you to make selections as well. In this menu, we'll be focusing on two options. So first of all, let's go find that menu item. Let's go up to the top of the screen and find where it says Select and click. Once you have that clicked, you'll notice that it drops down with a menu, and these are the two options we're going to focus on: Same and Object. Let's first worry about the same options. So the first thing we have is Appearance. This means match the exact same appearance of this object. So if you had an object selected, you could pick Same Appearance, and Illustrator automatically looks throughout your entire document to find objects that equal that same appearance: fill, stroke, effects, etc. You could also choose based on blending mode, fill and stroke, fill color only, opacity, stroke color, or stroke weight. Let's take a look at how this works. I'll click away from this, and I'm going to select just this object right here. When I go up to the Select menu, go down to Same, I can choose Fill Color. When I choose Fill Color, everything that has that fill color applied to it is selected. Notice it leaves out the bottom of the apple and also this heart, because technically that heart is not using the same level of gray. Neither is the bottom of the apple. Same thing holds true for this object here. If I were to grab the Direct Selection tool and select this small piece of artwork, I could go up to the Select menu, choose Same, and then select Fill Color, and it automatically selects the other pieces for me. Let's deselect all of that by clicking away with my Selection tool, and I'll zoom in on some artwork here. I'm going to make some changes to some of the artwork so that we can see this in action. So I'm going to select this piece of artwork here, and I'm actually going to add a small stroke around the outside. And in this case, I'll make it really obvious with a red color. So there's my red stroke around the outside. I'm going to do the same thing for this talk bubble down here. Just add a red stroke. And let's do one more. Let's add it to the calculator as well. Now, in order to make sure that you're adding a stroke to this, you have to make sure that you're working on the stroke color. So you just come and click right here and then pick the color from the swatches panel that you want to apply. Now I'll click away, and I'll go right back over here to the graduation cap. I'll select this object, and then I'll go to the Select menu, choose Same, and then I'll choose Stroke Color. Once I do that, you'll notice that this object is selected, as is the calculator. So as you can see, it's really easy to make selections of similar objects utilizing that Select Same menu. But that's not the only thing that we have available to us in that menu. Let me zoom back out by using Command or Control 0 on my keyboard, and I'll go up to the Select menu, choose Object, and take a look at some of these. I can choose All on Same Layer. That means select every object on the same layer. Select all the direction handles. Or if you're working on a web project, this one is really good. You can select all of the objects that are not currently aligned to the pixel grid. This is going to make it a lot easier for you to line them up and get them into pixel perfect shape. You can also select all objects with bristle brush strokes, all objects that have brush strokes applied, period. You can select all of the clipping masks inside of a piece of artwork. I know we haven't discussed clipping masks yet, but just know that you can select all of them from here when we do get to that point. You can also select stray points. When you're working with image trace, this is going to be particularly helpful because you're going to have all kinds of little stray points when you do a tracing. You can also select all of the text objects on your page as well. If I wanted to, I could go ahead and start using this now. I could actually create a couple of different things. Let's go out here and create just a quick text object. I'll type out my name, and then I'll copy that and paste it a few times to different locations on the canvas. There we go. So now I have 4 different text objects scattered throughout the entire artboard. I'll go to Select, Object, Text Objects, and it automatically selects all 4 of them for me. I didn't have to go point and click on each one or hold down the Shift key. It's pretty cool. When you want to deselect objects, again, just click away. It should also be noted that locked artwork will not be included in your selections when using these commands. Therefore, you should make sure that you unlock all of your artwork prior to using this command to ensure that you select everything that you've intended to select on your artboard. Take a look at this. If I select the talk bubble here, remember it's got that red stroke just like the graduation cap and the calculator. If I go to Object, Lock, Selection, it locks that piece of artwork. By selecting the cap again, going to select same stroke color. You notice it selects the hat and the calculator, but the talk bubble is not selected. That's because it's locked. Going to Object, Unlock All, it automatically unlocks that for me. One other thing that you can use, which is a part of this same command without even having to go to the menu, is the shortcut. The shortcut for selecting same objects is actually located in the control panel. It's not a keyboard shortcut. Take a look at this icon right up here in the control panel. If you click on this, you can actually see that it chooses to select the same all, that means all of the appearance items, fill color, fill and stroke, stroke weight, opacity, or appearance, which encompasses everything from effects to fill and stroke and all that stuff. So for instance, if I wanted to select based on stroke color, I could come up and choose stroke color, and it automatically selects all of those just like that. The best part about this tool is that it's sticky. It remembers my preferences each and every time I change them. So now, if I select the cap by itself and come up here and simply click this button, it automatically selects everything based on that same stroke color. And it does that because I made that change right there. So if I wanted fill color, I could do that and then click away. Then by selecting this object and clicking this button, it selects everything with the same fill color. So as you're working throughout Illustrator, make sure that you utilize that shortcut menu as well as the select menu. So the next time you need to make multiple selections, try using these commands as well as the shortcut and see if they don't help you get there just a little bit quicker.